Hello. Welcome to today is November 7th. We're just going live here on a couple of the platforms. So, welcome if you are new here. Come on in. We're just going to do some channel messages today, see what Spirit has. So, come on in as we are live here. I believe now I'm live on YouTube. So, hello, hello. Hello, YouTubers. Hello, Facebookers. I have a couple cards here that I'm going to open up. Let's see. Come on in. If you are new. All right. Sorry, guys. Come on in. All right. Wow. How are we doing on this Thursday? Oh my gosh. It has been a week, if anyone can say that. All right. Come on in. If you are just getting myself up live here. All right. Hello. Welcome in. I'm just getting my cards up here. I'm going to be doing some channeled messages in. So if you are new here, give that a follow. If you already follow me, thank you. Just getting some, just kind of connecting to the energy here. Just allowing a couple people to come in. So thank you for joining me today. Welcome. If you have never joined me live, I'll be doing some channeled. I'm going to start with these cards, some channeled messages coming through. I'm just seeing if I had another deck around that kind of calls to me. So a couple decks here. I actually have this angelic deck. I'm actually going to start off with this angelic deck. I'm feeling the angelic vibe today. So come on in. All right. We got some music to groove. We're going into Friday. Why not be happy, right? I memean, who's not happy about it being Friday? All right, we're going to get into it. Oh gosh, I had like a color just pop in here, the color blue. So it's very interesting here. But as you guys are just coming in, I'm just doing some collective messages here. Feel free to give it a subscribe. Let me see what's coming in. All right, there's a couple things here. I do feel this connection to a little bit of like maybe sadness and grief. Just kind of coming in. And so just honoring that, respecting that. I'm definitely feeling this, giving yourself grace to when things happen that are beyond your control. And even like sometimes if we react a certain way, we're sometimes reacting from this unconscious mind, right? So give yourself grace. I have a lot of blue coming into that throat as well. It feels a little bit itchy as well. So if you are having like any, that's how it feels to me, but it might just kind of be like a tickle or like a feeling, or like you might be like kind of clearing your throat a bit, type of feeling. So if you're connecting with that, there's a bit coming in for you that your body also is trying to help you intuitively balance that throat chakra. So you can do that in a couple ways. That's the color blue. The color blue can kind of help balance it out. As you can see, I'm kind of wearing blue as well. So maybe this is kind of helping that vibe, but it's right all about how do we stay in balance. And sometimes like even just eating things that are blue as well. I can't think of anything that is blue right now, but but just having more blue in your life, even sometimes just wearing blue, that's helping to balance that out. But I'm definitely feeling that throat chakra there. So I'm not sure if anyone's resonating with that. I'm just getting this I'm just getting this feeling of like I'm wanting to say something and my throat feels strained. And maybe it may not physically be manifesting as like, oh, I want to say something, but your body is telling you something. So always listen to cues of your body. And if you're feeling like your throat's been, I know where it's kind of like flu season, but we're kind of getting into that. But just think of like this message and how it could resonate with you. Take anything that does not resonate with you just because it's a collective. So if you're kind of re-watching this here or you're here live, this could be for you. So I'm going to pull a card here. Let me see here. Love beyond death. I love this. There's a transcendence of there's an aspect of ego that wants to come through. It's like kind of ego speaking and then like higher self speaking. And I feel like hello. I feel like there's some aspect of my consciousness and like my ego and my true self trying to sort everything out. It's like the way that it feels is like my brain kind of feels a little bit jungled. So you can do things to really ground in that energy there. It feels like I just have a lot of choices and I don't know what the right choice is. And it's like, I want you to tell me what to do, but only we can really decide or even make the actual decision. Like someone can lay it out literally in cards for you or like, kind of help guide you, but you innately know what is best for you by tapping into your present space. Now, if we're acting and making decisions and choices from this space of like, they're showing like consciousness, higher self, and ego just merging, and it's just like, just constantly going in. We want to be able to discern and like parse out and be able to allow the ego a way to shine its light so that we are like, oh, okay, this is ego. This is doubt. This is not truly the situation. And making now the decision from this space of presence is just the message coming through. So I'm not sure if that's resonating. I'm seeing a couple people come in and I'm seeing beautiful people come in and out. So hit that like button and hit that subscribe and follow. But yeah, tap that like and heart button so we can get this platform out a bit more. I'm just doing some collective messages here. If you are looking for guidance and I haven't worked with you in the past 2 weeks or so, give or take, right? Just feel free to drop in if you're looking for any guidance. So yeah, I'm glad that it resonates. There's just this like, I want to say the word transcend ego, but it's not like killing the ego, because this message has been coming up a bit for me recently. A lot of people say ego death, and it's just like a quick form of like what I feel and what I have known to be truly happening is that your ego I do see you there. Let me just finish this thought that your ego there is kind of like right asleep, but it's kind of like controlling everything and driving your actions right now. As we heal and we're working on our healing journey, now we go into this aspect of, oh, the light's on right now. We're kind of moving out some things and allowing this ego to kind of be driven by like our soul or like right our higher self or like our true self, right? Just outside of fear. And so not necessarily like a transcendence, but a perfect blend where everything is just kind of like working in tangent, right? So that's a bit of a collective coming through. So I'd love, love, love that. So I will get into some personal ones. So yeah, today I'm doing and you may already follow me and be subscribed. And so the only thing that I do ask is for just as an energy exchange that I'm doing this week and probably next week. Just hit that follow button and subscribe. And so far I have Ward and then Michelle. I will get to you after. So, Ward there, if you are still here, it was just 2 minutes ago, hit that yes. And you said you're looking for some guidance. Is it something specific or you just want it to go and into flow? So just let me know yes and say either yes, flow, or yes, whatever if you have a specific question there. And I'm being guided to these cards first. I feel like I'm going to switch. So just let me know and make sure you didn't pop out there and that we didn't lose you. So before I get going there, and hopefully you give me a follow too. All right, I'm just going to shuffle these cards while I just wait. Okay, thank you. Okay, and then do you want it to just go into flow or you have something specific? So let me know. Now that we know that you're there. All right, and it may be delayed, so I'm just kind of, as you're kind of just seeing me shuffle, guys, I'm just waiting for, like, do we go into flow or just drop in that question? Yeah. With the flow. All right. I like it. All right. So let's see here, Ward. Okay. So we're going into flow, and speaking of flow, what I'm hearing come up is I'm hearing trust. Okay, I'm just hearing this trust come in. It's like trust is knocking down your door and is like just trying to operate with you in a way where it's just merging. Like I feel like you're on this journey. I definitely feel like your consciousness and your awareness is at definitely a forward point in time. Much differently than it was years ago. And now I'm just like merging trust with intuition and like how does it all merge and make sense? And I'm like trying to kind of like make it all make sense type of feeling. And I have this aspect that it's so funny because I said the word flow with you because it's just like just wants to flow and merge effortlessly, which is what it is, right? When we are trusting and in the flow, it's just effortless. We're the ones who can even kind of make things a little bit more difficult, right? By us getting in the way, by us doubting, by kind of all those things. So I feel like there's a bit either there's like I'm hearing about work coming, but before I get to work, and yeah, and if you do say yes, which I haven't moved on yet, but just yes and like one word, right? Yeah, yes and trust. So there's an aspect of trust and intuition, and I feel like either you know that you're highly intuitive or you're like, I don't know if I am. And I'm like, I'm just hearing that you are, I'm hearing that you're very intuitive. We all are intuitive, but it's like I feel like you're tapped in your creative side. Either you're like I don't think I'm creative, or like you are creative and you do kind of get in. I kind of feel like you are creative and you kind of do something, and maybe even two with your hands, either as a hobby or for work. And there's this highly intuitive side that is just dropping in as you do things. When we are in that state of flow and creative and in that side of the brain, that's when spirit and universe and our higher self will drop in. And it's just about, right, going back to trust. Like how do we get there? So I'm hearing now it wants to drop into work. So I'm going to pull a couple cards here because it's like, I'm like, which direction do I go? Do I go in that one direction? So let me see here. I have, I love when it comes up. So the Oracle's Gift, which is basically about intuition and trust, right? It's like this reading your own tea leaves. And that's a big message that's coming out, is like, it's like you're already feeling the pull, and either you're looking for something new with work, or you're like, that's like, this is I see the vision and I just am not sure if I want to step into that. Or you're just or you may be just scratching the surface of like, this is not feeding my soul anymore, right? But when you're following your own guidance, because I can sit here and like, right, can give guidance too, but like it's also, and this, a lot of it's mainly about validating our own our own stuff, like, oh, okay, I was right, thank you. But now it's following through, and when you do that, um you're going to truly see you. Okay, this is into me, I see. When you step into that, oh, okay, I'm following my inner guidance, I'm following my intuition. Now I'm seeing what truly feeds my soul and lights me up. Like there's a difference there with just kind of like doing with like with work, and whether it's like you currently work or it's like just the side project or just projects. It's like we all have choices to spend our time. I'm just hearing about like how you spend your time, and even like a little bit of your free time too. And then just the thing here is I'm seeing this come here as like a chance, an opportunity. Um, I'm kind of getting a feeling of like maybe you're not. Okay, so you are. There's a lot of creative flow there. Um, I'm getting Okay, I'm getting this like shining through, like this light here is like shining through, and it's an opportunity for you to step into that light that's already shining. Okay. So like it goes back to this intuition and you like believing. And that's why maybe it makes sense. I was just seeing a lot with the hands. They were just showing your hands and talking about this creative flow. So I would not be surprised if you were just channeling in things that you're just like, I don't know where this is coming from. Right. And I don't know if you're looking to write a book or you are writing a book. I just heard 3 months. So whether you're like looking to self-publish or like you're just scratching the surface, or maybe you get the inspiration just from today. Um, I'm getting this feeling of you writing a book. I keep hearing self-publishing. So it just feels like it's not it doesn't feel like it's a really, really thick like novel book. It feels like it might be more like of a self-help type. So keep that in mind. Yeah, you do. Okay. So you're channeling in like higher knowledge and energy, and like that wants to manifest out and co-create with like the world. Like it's just you're getting all of these downloads for a reason. It's just more of like trust, right? Going back to this like this trust here. I'm gonna pull actually one of these cards here. Um, just one more card for you there, because I feel like if you just kind of really set your mind to it, it's like, and I keep hearing it's like not a novel. It's just something that is more of a shorter, even if it's like an ebook type of thing that kind of just comes out where it's like, I just heard a couple pages, but right, it's not something really long, but it feels like it's a lot of channeled energy, and people will read it and they'll pick up on the vibration of that. So let's just see here. Healer. I love it. Healer. Okay, that's what we all are. But this is part of your alignment. Now only you could see that truth, right? I can sit here, right? We can have the cards come out, but it's you seeing the amazing energy channeling behind everything. So definitely, hopefully, you write that book, and definitely shoot me a DM, a direct message if when you move it forward. I'd love to support. But hopefully that helps. So, and hopefully if you can give me a follow here, you don't have to hop over to YouTube, but I am growing my YouTube channel. So hopefully if you follow, you can see a couple things on my page, help support that channel. I would super appreciate it. But yeah. And Michelle, let me know if you're still, yay! Let me know if you're still here, Michelle. And as I am doing more messages here today, guys, feel free to drop in any notes if you are looking for any guidance today. If I haven't worked with you in a few weeks, drop a comment down. I have one coming up here. Michelle, just let me know yes that you're here, and then like just general, or if you have a question. So and we will see what comes up. And as I'm waiting for Michelle there, hello guys, welcome in. My name is Jenna. I'm a channeler, Akashic reader. I'm in what's called my Akashic enlightenment right now. And I am working with the Akashic records. So it's my Akashic records, right? It's not the people that I'm working with. It's my own Akashic records. And just let me know general, or, if you have a question. And what's called the Book of Truth. So we have our Akashic Records is our own energetic database of what we've experienced in this lifetime and other lifetimes. And so when you start to tap into that knowledge, you start to learn the root mindsets of where things are believed the most. And so working with the Book of Truth, we tap into higher knowledge, we tap into, outside of ego. And so I really kind of use that vibration in that field to work with everyone that's coming in for the group. And so before they were group messages, and so now it is more personal one-on-one. So feel free to give me a follow and subscribe if you like my content. I have an episode coming out tomorrow on my YouTube channel about manifesting, so you're not going to want to miss it if you come in here. So hey, Michelle, are you looking for a general there? I just didn't see anything. I don't see any comments there yet. What's needed for now? All right. I love it. Okay. Okay. So, all right. I'm going to pull some cards here, actually, just to get the flow going. So I'm going to switch back to these cards. What is needed now for Michelle? For high is good. High is good. Oh, awesome. Okay. Yeah, I do feel that energy buzzing a little bit in that headspace. And so anyone who is watching this can also participate, but my attention is focused on you, Michelle. And so just kind of close your eyes with me. Just take a breath. Just this sigh of relief. Just sigh it out. No one can hear. And just feel this energy. Just also working with this energy in your field. It's just more energy is flowing through as we're just now focused on that forehead, dropping that energy down past your neck, past that heart, the stomach, the legs, down into the ground. Opening up and connecting to your connection to your higher self. Just see yourself, see your light, see a mirror shining back with your true essence, allowing that to merge with your body, and anything else outside of this dropping and releasing. Just dropping down. Awesome. Just bring your awareness back to the room, back here. Hopefully that felt good. We're just helping to move some of the energy there. I just feel a lot in that headspace, and that can be manifested of I have a lot of thoughts going on. I have a lot of things happening. And so we just ground that energy down. So I did work specifically. I was kind of in the field and helping to channel and ground that energy down to the earth with you, but that's also like an exercise that you or anyone who's watching can just do. And it's right, it just takes that quick to happen, to just ground whatever's extra, whatever's happening in that moment, in that quick 2 minutes that we can do throughout our day, and just allow ourselves to just now be in our energy. Like, be in us, not in the thoughts and worry about the future or the thoughts about the past. And I do get like these things will come up and we're like, well, how am I, how am I going to handle this or do that? Right. But resetting will really help us to step into making decisions from the now. And that feels like it's really connected to you and kind of where you're at right now. So just definitely remember to go back to this kind of a tool. I do feel a couple things. I feel your head, your crown just kind of like choop opening up a little bit right now. It's kind of like tingling. It kind of feels that way for me at least. And so I just feel a lot of that like buzzing or like mental health or just like energy in that crown chakra just kind of grounded down and allow this like connection to be seen, right? And that's what you're doing. Like I'm kind of helping to guide and helping to shift that energy, but that's what I'm hearing about for you now. It's like to help to shift your energy so that you could truly see your light, so you can remember your light, right? And that's yeah, that's big thing coming through. Thank you. So that's really, yeah. I'm so glad. Yeah, and things just kind of come through, right? So sometimes it's about like the message that wants to come through verbally, but we get everything that we need energetically as well. So it's just kind of like, hey, there's a lot here, and we just need to bring that back down too. So I do work with I brought in as well, there was light language channeling through, as well as the aqualorine. So feel free, if you haven't had a longer experience, I have a free manifesting workshop. I'll actually pop it up, and just in case anyone else is here too, a free manifesting workshop next Tuesday. So feel free to check that out. While I'm still going to tap in a little bit more. Let's see if there's just any other message here for you. And yeah, let me see. I have a couple. All right, this is not really. I had one thing fall out. Oh, another thing fall out over here. The cards are flying out, so I feel that energy. Okay, so we have here a deep breath coming in here, right? A deep breath and a merry motive. Okay, so these flew out. I'm just going to pull one more to clarify. But to me, is a deep breath is just resetting, right? So we kind of, in the beginning, if you remember too, I was just like, take a breath. And I felt this, I felt this breath come out. And then I was like, okay, it's all good. So it's funny that just kind of flew out. So just remember, like, either there's like box breathing you can do that just popped in, like a 4 4 4 4. Like you breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold for 4, and just do that a couple times to reset. It feels like that can help ground in the energy too. But like the card's literally coming out. And another thing is a merry motive. So let me clarify that one there, because that's the one that I'm seeing where they want to go with this message. Okay, so I have here too a merry motive and call of the muse. So this is call of the muse here. It's so interesting, the messages that come out. So I was recording my episode on manifesting, and I was talking that it just popped in. The call of the muse can be like right about inspiration. And when you're looking at manifesting, looking at like I'm just hearing about discerning what's inspired action versus like what's ego, what is fear versus like what is like bringing you excitement. And so, like as we're going through this journey and we're healing in our spirituality, we have more things pulled to like up the front of our mind, like our conscious awareness, that like, oh, like that was in there. I didn't know that was in there. Right. And I'm hearing about your dreams. Like, I don't know if you've been having more vivid dreams lately. Make sure to start to record them. because your unconscious mind is trying to talk to you. And that's a way of like, okay, this is trying to get in your awareness of what may be in your way of manifesting, and manifesting from alignment. I'm hearing manifest like what you truly want. I'm hearing like what I feel is, I feel like there might be something that you're looking to bring in that is not, there's something that's not in alignment. I'm not saying that that whole piece is not in alignment, that like, oh, like if you're looking to, you know, bring in 10 more clients, that like that's not in alignment. There's something that you're doing or that you're putting in that piece that feels like it doesn't fit. They're just kind of like, okay, we have all this here in this cup and this doesn't fit. So there's something there to kind of look at. So yeah. So let me know if that makes sense there. So hopefully that helps there. Yeah. Hopefully that helps. As you guys are coming in and out here, give me a subscribe. I'm at like 60% of my goal of my YouTube channel. So if you're on Facebook, if you can give me a follow on YouTube, or if you're not following me on Facebook, give me a follow there. I would super appreciate it. If anyone is, hello, if anyone is looking for any yeah. Yeah, I'm glad it does. If anyone's looking for any messages, feel free to drop in if I haven't worked with you in a few weeks. Just so we want to give time, right, for things to integrate. So we want to allow things to kind of like process and for us to do. Otherwise, sometimes the same things can kind of still kind of come up. So, and I'm here to provide support, but it's also, you know, part of that support is helping people to know how to integrate as well. And I always hear like integrate, like that's like a buzzword, right? Definitely make sure to integrate. Is there clarity of that with my family help or not? Hold on. Is there clarity of that? Dreams I struggle. Clarity of that. Is there clarity of that with my family? I'm not sure if I understood your question. It just might be some of the words might kind of be swapped. Is there clarity of that? Yeah. Oh, like, is your family helping or not? Is that part of, like, is your family helping or not? Yeah, just let me know. Just drop that in before I disconnect from your energy here. As you were doing that, just to let you guys know, you can check out my website here. So my website is myawakeningwithin.com. I do personal one-on-one Akashic enlightenment sessions where we go to the root mindset of where things are believed the most. So we can co-create and create and manifest things in our life that are coming from like deep within our mind, deep within the unconscious mind. And so it's when we are seeing patterns repeat, when we're seeing things come back into our lives repetitively, and you are like in this space and you're like, I need a change. How do I make a change? Check out my website, get on my newsletter. Feel free to book a session with me. I also do a free discovery call. So I believe it's like a 15-minute free discovery call, so that if you're like, you want to see, are we a good fit because you never worked with me before, feel free to check that out. I also have here, guys, a free manifesting workshop. That's Tuesday. It's completely free. So you just sign up, you go to my site, it's under events, and it'll be at the top there, and you'll just see, you sign up, you know, if you can't make it live, you go on my newsletter, I'll send it out to people who are signed up on there, just so you get it, and you get just a lot of other cool stuff. But feel free to check that out, guys. It's all about getting into right, understanding how we can bring our reality to match and resonate with what's in, and and heal what's in, to then, you know, match and work with and be in tangent of what's on the outside. Yeah. correct. Is your family part of the piece? Ah, okay. Is your family part of the piece that needs to be part of the future or not? Ah, okay, okay. So family. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have a focus here on family, family, family. And just one more question before I disconnect here. And I see your question there, Miko. So we will get to you there. As people are coming in here, guys, just hit that subscribe. So let's see. Okay, family. Yeah, there's something with your question there. It's like I kind of hear like you kind of know what to do. Me giving the guidance. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We have here a powerful move. This is you standing in your power. So there's a message coming through on this is for you, Michelle, because I know Miko dropped in that question there. So this is for Michelle there. So Michelle, you're like, how does it look when you're in your power? Okay. I want you to, because part of what's coming through is to help guide. And this might also be guiding for like a collective where it's like, hey, this is how we get to this point here. But focus on you, Michelle, all right? Visualize, right, how it is. Now I have family, right? And I have my power here. How do I feel when I am connected to the family and the situation and the projects or the things? Do I feel like my power? I'm going to just move this over here. Do I feel like my power is over here? Right? Or do I feel like my power is still here? Or is it a spirit's also telling me like my hand's kind of over here to represent family? Because it feels like distance is, and this is power here. It feels like this feels right. But when I feel that, I will just say, I don't know if your neck and your upper back hurts, because my neck and my upper back hurts. And so when I think about these things, it's like, so I just feel like, am I making the wrong decision? Am I not? I just feel like distance feels really good. And I feel like that's where my power is. That's the message coming through. So hopefully that helps. But I'm just gonna kind of disconnect from your energy there. I see your question there, Miko. Here. Awesome. All right. If you guys are new here, give me a subscribe. If you don't have time to stick around, or you're like, what is she talking about? I have a podcast episode coming out tomorrow on manifesting, so you're not going to want to miss it. All right. So have your guys been trying to interact with you at night while you're trying to sleep? Been waking up with your ears ringing real loud? Okay. All right. For some reason, I'm wanting to go to a different deck here. So we're going to do that here. So I just want to let you know too, absolutely, without a doubt, they have. I actually feel my ear on fire. And it's, I'm going to this deck because there's something here. There's also other spaces that you are traveling in dimensionally. And so they're showing me this one card that's in this deck. It's not the Akashic records, but it's basically this space of learning. And so they are working with you there. What I'm hearing about is that if you haven't already, set set your intentions there on remembering your dreams. And it's so interesting because it's between the two different people, we have stuff about dreams coming out. Dreams is this space of communication with spirit, as well as our unconscious mind. So there's a couple things that's now a little bit different. And I feel this connection with you, Miko, that is just I feel this this crown chakra opening, and I'm doing so much learning. And then when I jump back in my body from astral, I feel like I kind of feel like a little jolt, and that might be where you're not like so much as make out what they're relaying, but and there's going to be more to that. So just so far, yeah, set an intention. Say, hey, I want to remember my dreams. Have some sort of journal, whether it's a dream journal or it's like a book next to you when you go to bed, and have that ready. So I'm going to pull a few cards from this deck. See what wants to come out here. So, all right. So we have here, okay. So we have here Lemurian seeds. So this is, you know, what's coming in is this like connection of you, astral traveling when you're sleeping to, I'm hearing a connection to Lemuria. So it feels like you're downloading a knowledge. I actually feel, I don't know where you're at. I don't know if you ever felt like a pull to go to Mount Shasta. um, and so funny that this is coming up. But it's like I'm here in California. So I don't know if you're in California or you're like wanting to go to California or feel pulled to go to California. It's like I feel like you have these Lemurian guides that are just like, and I don't know if you know Lemuria and what Lemuria is, and it's just an ancient civilization that is kind of like Atlantis and Lemuria. And so I just feel that there are these guides that are your ears are ringing because you're okay, no problem. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about California. So if you feel any pull to go, that may be coming up for you more next year. But it feels like your vibration is just raising. You're releasing more and more and more. And so that ringing is like part of like, I feel like you jump back in your body from astral, you heal, you release, you learn, and now you jump back in your body. And now it's like, it's all integrating. Everything's just kind of all integrating. So, yeah, it just feels, very, very connected there. This other aspect here is, I am presence. It's funny, light. Oh, I don't know if it's hard to see that. So I am presence. Okay. Light body activation. Like that's what I feel like you're integrating that piece. You're integrating like how do I connect my light body and my physical body and all of it? It's like it's all connected, but it's like how do I integrate the higher knowledge? Like, how do I like, take that from where I'm going? So let me see what they want to say there, because I'm hearing about um yeah, yeah, there's some things, sorry, there's a lot of information with the dreams coming through. I just like setting that intention there. Yeah, so that's why they gave that there before. Set that intention with like remembering the dreams. That's going to really really help. So, yeah, I don't know if there's anything else there, but they're absolutely there. And then I also have this other card here, coming together, harmony, Pleiadians. So resolution. Um, yeah, that is sorry. There's one other thing that's kind of coming through, but it's like it kind of keeps going out of my like it just keeps coming through and like leaving. It's kind of a little bit hard to focus. So I don't know if you're feeling like that lately. Do you have you felt like you've had like a lack of focus at points in the day? It's like I'm like and then kind of goes away. So do you, yeah, let me know, because there's definitely more grounding for you. So if you were here for the exercise before, that grounding is going to help ground and integrate that higher knowledge. Yeah, I feel like they're telling me to go back to this card, like working with um All the time. Yeah. It's just a lot of high energy you're channeling in that's like in the field. Like basically we have our physical body, we have, which is why it was talking about your light body activation. You're receiving a ton of like information to your light body. And so it just, we have our physical body and then we have like the field, our aura. Right. Yeah. So you're going to want to ground more to help that energy, any excess energy in you to flow down and help to integrate more. I don't know if you've ever done any Merkaba activations as well. Because I just heard Merkaba activation. So there's something else there for you that feels really fun. You can kind of YouTube like a, yeah, you can YouTube it as well. Just kind of YouTube Merkaba activation. Um, there's a lot of information in that field as well. I don't know if you as well, do you have any like kind of anxiety or anything with the heart either going on now, or like do you get any nervousness when you kind of think about any of this stuff? Do you kind of like get any? Yeah, thank you, PG. We'll get to you in in about 2 minutes. I just want to finish up here. Hit that subscribe button as that energy exchange if you can. I would love that. Do you get any nervousness around like what is happening to me as well? Yeah, let me know. I'm going to pull one more card while I wait there, as I feel it in the heart. So it feels like that heart is kind of running. And maybe even a little indigestion as well, but it feels connected to like a little bit of like, I don't know what's happening to me, which is all good. Cause like when we open up and if we have like other mindsets or beliefs that we like used to strongly believe, then that's how things are in that unconscious mind. There's something there. I don't know if there's anything related to you with religion and like like you having either like religious trauma or like you having that was like your foundation of your belief system. And so like what I'm hearing is this kind of this merge of things, and it's like I don't yeah. Let me see. I don't get. Okay. Yeah. So I'm glad that you clarified that too, because that heart rate, right? So like I I ask the questions to see, but like I just go with what's going on, what's feeling. It's connected to you and your spiritual practice. So there's definitely a change in the body. And so even if you may not feel anxious or nervous, it feels like you're something with your body is holding on to some energy. So that might be why they're saying the Merkaba activation. So, and that last bit there about the religion there, just, I don't know if that resonates, but uh, um, there could be some things there to look at. And if it doesn't, it's fine. There's something with, it could even maybe ancestral, but, I heard that for a reason. So let me just pull one more card for you. Yeah. Wounds are healed, recharging. You're on this healing journey. So um yeah, hope that it does. I'm so glad it does. Yeah, so I'm glad that it resonates. And yeah, before we get into you, PJ, PG, I'm like calling you PJ. Sorry about that. PG. um okay, so just disconnecting from Miko here. Yeah, feel free to check out, feel free to hop on a free discovery call as well. If you are interested in just kind of getting to know what's happening, just if you're looking for any type of partners to kind of help guide you as things are opening up. So, but So PG, so let me know if you're still here. Just put a yes if you're still here. And it looks like any messages, insights from your guides. Yeah. So sending love. Yeah. Oh yes, I love it. I'm I'm loving the vibe of the people on the channel. I love it. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's all about this collective. Gosh, wow. That is just yeah. In times, where times like where things externally in our world are can sometimes feel a little chaotic. Or like can seem like things are like not fitting into how we want it. Like we can still all come together as a collective and really bridge the message and manifest this message of interconnectedness. If you guys really do feel like I feel this interconnectedness and this oneness with everyone, like we're all one. I see people as mirrors. I see like all these things. And so when we do our inner work, we create more harmony within us. We create that in the world. So then we can share that, right? We can share that with others and allow people to see their own light. For some reason, this is coming through too. So I'll get to you in a quick sec there. But just to finish this thought, the more that we heal, guys, the more that we clear our channel and heal, the more that we can show up and be present for someone else. So, someone's going through something, it could unconsciously trigger and activate stuff that I haven't healed and processed through, right? So if I've like, yeah, hello. So if I have unprocessed trauma and someone is like looking for space and needing space, someone to hold space for them, and we may have all kind of gone through this where it's like you're trying to share someone with someone and they start to make it about them. Right. But what they're really doing is they're coming from this space of like this unconsciousness is coming out and is being projected. This unprocessed trauma is coming out, and they're like, oh, they're not saying, I want to make this about me. They are working through their unhealed and unprocessed trauma that has just been activated and triggered by listening to what's going on the outside. So it's a important message to just keep doing that inner work, because things will come up and it's a journey and we're always evolving and changing and our consciousness is expanding. And so that's how we are spreading the love. So okay, let me get into your reading there, PG. I don't know, I just want to keep calling you PJ. And then I see welcome in. I see some new people in here. So if you guys are new here, give me a follow, give me a subscribe on my channel there, and let me go into this reading there. We do one more reading and then we'll be done for the night there. So lucky you, PG. All right, and you had asked here any messages, insights from your guides. All right, so from your guides. Okay, I'm feeling like this I'm feeling like a pressure. There's a couple things coming through here, PJ, for you. So just bear with me. A PJ. I'm glad that you're yeah, I'm like, I don't know why that wants to keep coming through. So yeah. There's a couple things that wants to come through here for you. It's like I feel you stepping into your journey. I feel you like, and they're showing the steps. I'm seeing the visions of one step, and it's talking about like your power and your confidence. Um, and sometimes when I feel like I'm taking those steps, and it can this is definitely normal in the journey. Like I sometimes feel like I'm doubting, like, am I going, like, is this the right step? And it doesn't feel like every step. It doesn't feel like every step that I'm like questioning and doubting, but it's just, it's some things that come up where your guides are like, there's like some helpful nudges. that are helping you, and I feel like it's connected to some higher channeling and knowledge that you're connecting to. It's like kind of like, is this real? So I don't know if you connect in or if you know that you're channeling. I always like to ask, like, do you channel? And then it's more about, because we all channel. It's just more of like, are we aware of it at that moment? And we don't necessarily do it all the time, but I'm connecting with you in channeling. So I'm also going to switch to a deck because I'm feeling like the crown just kind of open, and I feel like your guides are like, trust. There are some aspects of dimensions of higher knowledge that is like coming in, and they're just like the steps that they're helping to guide you with to embody and receive and just trust that to come in is like, they're like, you're on the path. Every path is the right path, by the way, is what I just heard your guides say. They're like, every path is the right path, because one way, either you're going to learn something in a different way, and just kind of redirect the energy when you connect more to your true self. You're on your way to visualizing. I feel it, just not fully. When you say visualizing, is that like when you meditate? I just want to make sure. Yeah, because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling your connection there, and like what you say is you feel that you're not fully there, and that's part of like the doubt and the belief, right? Grounding, taking the time, asking. Yeah. Yeah. Um, do you connect in? I see, like you say, opening your heart. When you also are opening and expanding your heart, are you also, your guys are like showing visions of like you literally putting your hands on your heart, and I'm just seeing your attention to your heart portal, so that you know that like the information you're getting is truly coming from like you, then instead of ego. Yeah, okay. Um, and that's okay, because how things can sometimes come in, people can, a lot of people that are, the people that do this, sometimes know, like, that seeing or, like, hearing is not, like, seeing things is not as common as they make it out to. That's, like, a lot of the things that they'll kind of see in the movies, but it's not as common as you would think. You can build that muscle where you can build that on there, but a lot of people just kind of drop into knowing. Or some people think that hearing external voices is that like clairaudience, but it's usually just your own voice. So I think that's why they were like before, it's like, okay, like any doubt, right? Because you're maybe, there may be feeling of like, oh, it's going to come from like another voice. It's just going to sound like you, probably. Or just as what I'm hearing is like your guides is like, it sounds like you. It just discerning. And that's why I think they're kind of saying, hey, connect inwards to that heart, right? And you put attention on that heart, and you are focused inwards. And so even if you're like, if you're looking at your meditation and your practice, there's something about your heart and centering in on that energy, and that portal there kind of connecting in to all of the balance within you, and allowing that energy to kind of drop in where you trust it more. I feel knowledge comes in, never any guides. Yeah, but um it like okay. This is something that's really important. Your guides are like, have you ever sat where you are like in a space of, all right, I'm sitting with my energy, and you just do that for a few minutes, and you're just like, no intention. You're not like, I'm looking to clear my field. I'm looking to do this. As you're just like, all right, here I am. I'm just going to sit for a few minutes and be in your energy. It's called sitting in the power. And so basically, you're getting used to how your energy feels, and you then start to call in your guide. Then you start to call in your guide and say, okay, Once you start to feel and you start to send the power and you do that often, you know how you feel. Now you start to call in your guides and you say, okay, you call them in and okay, give me a calling card. How do I know it's you? And then you might feel like a pressure on your shoulder. You might feel something on your forehead. You might feel a tickle on your leg. You might hear a voice in your head. That's just your voice. Um, and now you can start to discern what it feels like with your energy and spirit and your guides. That's like just the foundation there. So those are just kind of some general practices that once you kind of start to do that and you kind of like practice that you can discern, and then you can say, oh, okay, like I know what my, like when it's coming from my intuition, I know when it's coming from guides. So you just kind of meet with them, and you can either have like a weekly meeting when you're like, all right, every Monday at 7 p.m. we're gonna meet, right? And just get ready, we're going to meet. And so this way, all your guides come in and you start to feel how they feel. There could be guided meditations on meeting your guides as well. I may even have a class on that coming up. So I'm feeling really connected to working with people and teaching them about their guides and how to connect more. So, but those are just some foundational stuff that wants to come through, and they're absolutely, absolutely connecting with you. It's more of just discerning your energy and like their energy. So, so hopefully that helps. I'm just gonna pull a card here for you. Earth Warrior. Love it. I love what's really drawing me out is the purple energy here. You stepping into that spirituality feels really good. I love it. So hopefully that helps. I'm going to pop up here as well. So is my website. Feel free to get on my website, hit that subscribe, hit that button to subscribe to my newsletter when it comes up, just so you can see any of the workshops or things that I have coming up there, guys. I do have as well, if you feel called to like kind of getting to know me more, feel free to go to my services. And when you go to check out everything there, there's a free spiritual discovery call. There's basically, I work with spiritual and conscious living and coaching. So feel free. It's a 15-minute free session that you can kind of see what it would be like to work with me, or just kind of start to ask some questions in your journey. I also have a free manifesting workshop next Tuesday. It's like completely free, guys. So you go to myawakeningwithin.com and you go to the events, you check out my info there, and feel free to get on there. If you sign up for my newsletter, you'll get a free copy of it. So definitely feel free to check that out. I also do uh, Akashic sessions, one-on-one personal Akashic sessions. So you're definitely going to want to check out more of that, working with your Akashic records in the Book of Truth, channeling in what is the root mindsets of where we are at and why are we feeling stuck? What is it that we want to know more about, right? Why is it that we experience something so we can finally release it, and stepping into who we truly are. And then lastly, guys, I do attunements. I do aqualor light being attunements and angelic unity consciousness attunements. It's all about like connecting to our true self, right? How do we do that? How do we connect in? So the aqualor light being attunements help by working with our light body, helping to activate things more, helping to release more. So there's 9 attunements. I have group sessions starting in January. So you're going to want to check that out, or I do personal one-on-one. And then I have this Akashic Chakra activation series there. So if you're looking to learn more about the chakras, your energy centers, okay, chakras are inside and outside of the physical body. And so we're going to learn about the seven of the main ones that are inside the body, and 2 higher transpersonal chakras that are outside of the body. And wherever you are in your journey, it's going to be a little bit different. it's working within the Akashic field and basically tapping into the energy centers. What are they telling us? How do we balance them? How do we tap into the subconscious, unconscious energy? What are the deeper things that we are storing within those areas? And kind of a mini energy healing at the end to help us release. Right. It's all about understanding. So if you're in a space, even if you're already a practitioner or whatnot, this is how do we get to know ourselves to this depth and understand our clients more at a deeper knowledge as well. Right. So I always say, you kind of look at it for what it's worth. This is a group event and it's like pretty much $22 a week investment for 8 weeks. So it's pretty awesome. And if you guys have stuck around this long, if you are not following me or subscribed, give that YouTube a subscribe. I have an episode coming out tomorrow on manifesting. So you're not going to want to miss that. So it's a pleasure, guys. Thank you for sticking around. I got to go, but it's always a pleasure. So hopefully that helped there too, guys, today. And yeah, looking forward to